Someone once said that when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And that's always stuck with me. In this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about curiosity and its importance and how to breed it. A few years ago, I was living in Mexico City and I had been living there for 5 years in total. And after those 5 years, I was feeling trapped. I was feeling like I couldn't breathe, like I was suffocating. Because as incredible as that city is, I couldn't escape the noise, the traffic, the amount of people, the amount of cars, all of the events. It just felt like everything was in my face. My pace of life was incredibly fast, and it was difficult for me to keep up with it. It eventually caught up to me, and I felt this urge to leave, to explore something different. And from a prior travel experience, there was a seed that was planted in me where I knew I needed to be at the ocean. So I did everything in my power to move to the ocean, and I made it happen. And now here I am. Moving to the ocean has changed my life. It's changed my life in so many ways, but one of the main ways that it's changed it is in helping me to be even more curious. I already viewed myself as a curious person, but being at the beach has made me even more curious. And so in this video, I'm going to share a few ways to help you breed curiosity. The first one, and this will be super relevant to the beach that I'm currently on and the walk that I'm currently doing, is to slow down and pay attention. So I do these walks on a weekly basis, or at least I try to. And the ironic thing is, I had to be intentional about doing these walks. Because I'm a very goal-oriented person, because I like to be productive, sometimes I would convince myself that it would take too much time or that I wouldn't be able to get enough done. And that was sad. And I realized it, but it was hard for me to break. And so after doing some therapy and talking with my psychologist about it, she encouraged me to just be more spontaneous and to take these walks and to see what would come of them. And so normally when I do these walks, I don't have my phone, I don't have anything on me, and I'm just being present. I'm on the walk and I'm paying attention and I'm slowing down. I'm not walking fast, I'm not trying to finish it so that I can get back and do more work. I'm just trying to be here with the waves and the sands, and the sunset. And these walks have taught me a lot about slowing down and paying attention. So the benefit of slowing down and paying attention with regards to breeding curiosity is that you give yourself more opportunities to see more. When you're living this fast-paced lifestyle and you're so focused on achieving goals or whatnot, you miss so much. But when you slow down, you start to pay attention to these little details. Like, where did all the seaweed come from? What about all of these markers that show where turtles have given birth? Why are the turtles choosing these locations? Why has the tide shifted going in this direction and it was going that direction yesterday? It's by simply slowing down and just noticing what's going around me that starts to shape the way I experience this world. When I came out to do this started as a walk, but when I slowed down and I paid attention, it became an experience. So that is the first way to breed curiosity. The second way to breed curiosity is to ask questions, but not just any questions, small questions. So I could ask a question like, where did all this water come from? It's a little big, and that might take some time to figure out. But if I ask a smaller question like, how are the tides affected by the moon? Or where did all this trash come from? Or what is the purpose of this sewer and what does it lead to? Smaller questions invite me to explore these things, and then they give me an opportunity to find a thread. And the importance of asking those small questions then allows me to follow that thread, and it can lead to more questions, and I inevitably learn a lot along the way. And who knows, by following that thread, I may end up at the original big question that I had, but by focusing on small questions as opposed to big questions, you give yourself more threads to follow, more threads to pull. Asking questions is an incredibly important skill. It is the foundation for learning, and it truly opens up your world to the things that we miss on a daily basis. The third way to breed curiosity is to approach people assuming that everyone knows something that you don't know. I try to keep this mentality when I'm meeting new people because then I'm more intentional about what I'm asking this person. Every single person around us has a story, a journey, and those people have learned from those experiences. And it's an awesome opportunity to be able to talk to these people and to learn from what they learned from those experiences. And so by asking questions, you can gain a new perspective. You can open your eyes, open your world, open your mind, and find value in that. The beautiful thing about these three things that I just shared is that they work in conjunction. If you slow down and pay attention, you may hear details from a conversation that you may have missed to begin with. By asking small questions, you make the person feel valued and they open up and share a lot to you. And it leads to threads that you can pull. They may say something that sparks your curiosity, and then that leads into a direction that you didn't expect the conversation to go. And then by assuming that they don't know anything, you're inspired and motivated to get to know the person at their core and to make them feel seen, make them feel heard. So these are the three ways to breed curiosity. And thinking about why it's important to breed curiosity, think about how you want to experience life. Do you want to experience it running a million miles an hour, missing potential beautiful details? Or do you want to experience it for all the beauty that surrounds us? There's beauty everywhere if you pay attention. And if you just take a moment to look, to understand. As a teacher, I'm surrounded by kids all day. And for me, it's a beautiful reminder to have the curiosity of a kid. We all experience that curiosity at one point in our lives. And sadly, for some of us, we lose some of that curiosity for whatever reason. And to be around kids reminds me of how important it is to be curious. And so I'll leave you with this final comment once again, which is when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I hope I left you with some food for thoughts. Check out this other video on one of my other walks. And I'll see you guys in next week's video. Thank you.